Maya kalindula kuna shumsana yewe Maya kalindula kuna shumsana Maya kalindula yo 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 Maya kalindula kuna shumsana Maya kalindula yo 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 Maya kalindula kuna shumsana Nganda ya pile kukalumba mwebanesh Nganda ya pile kukalumba Nganda ya pile kukalumba lale mayo Nganda ya pile kukalumba Nganda ya pile yo 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 Nganda ya pile kukalumba Nganda ya pile yo 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 Nganda ya pile kukalumba Balolo mwena eko tualola mayo Balolo mwena eko tualola Balolo mwena eko tualola Balolo mwena eko tualola mayo Balolo mwena eko tualola Balolo mwena yo 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 Balolo mwela eko tualola Balolo mwela yo 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 Balolo mwela eko tualola Tamulila bana baba netu kama bana betu mayenge Tamulila bana baba netu kama bana betu mayenge Ati tamulila bana baba Kama bana benu bandeke Tamulila bana baba benu kama bana benu bandeke Kalindula Wakula disco Japanese
Let's go. I was telling you earlier, do you know why I like Piggy Pig?
Yes.
Not because of the way they
No,
make
no. Because of the guitar. Yes.
Absolutely. That's real cut into the sound.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Africa does.
Absolutely.
So my last playing that.
Okay.
Like, wow.
Yes.
Hey, music.
Hey, music.
Not the dancing.
But the music goes with the dancing.
So that song that's just finished, that's David Chipam.
Yes.
Remember him on TV?
Was it on TV? Yes.
Used to show him.
Yeah.
Suit now, jacket. He was trying to do some moves, you know. Quite serious moves for a man, I must say.
Yeah.
You've rehearsed the song. Just before that, just some Facebook shout outs. We are live streaming on our Facebook page. It's Akale Kesu Old School. Big shout out to Marvin Mwansa, Maurice Mulenga, yes, and he was talking about Ukawawa for local. A lot of people, yes, it was John Mwansa, but it wasn't the 5 revolutions. John Mwansa, I know, was part of the 5 revolutions. But Paraj
Takoka solo project.
So that's why it was never on the 5 revolutions album. And Morris, I didn't know this, Morris. He says he actually sang that with Greg. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Karen Mumba, good morning to you as well. Patrick Simbande, Fungai Benson Jipungu. There was a request from Junior Wellington. Pongos was on the playlist. Unfortunately, the CD is not playing. Junior, we'll try and see what we can do because obviously this show will be incomplete without
yeah.
40,000 votes.
Yes.
There's an album cover on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And if you remember, you can remember this interview when he was asked on TV, I think it was Timmy Mvola. So what do you mean by 45,000 votes? Malite. And I was looking at the album cover, I'm like, wow, look at the graphics.
Yes.
You know, they're so, look at the votes. But now, them like, wow, okay. It looked so, you know, the lightning bolts looked so fake.
Yeah.
We didn't care.
Those days, I
Back
think,
in the day.
yes, it looked, but if you look at it now.
Yeah, now, of course, now it looks, yeah. But back then, yeah, it felt weird.
Yes, yeah.
We were talking earlier about Bakaunda and how his motorcade back then was slow. I remember, and everybody stood and waving at him.
Yes.
You know, and I think after his presidency, the pace of the motorcade.
Nice to disappear now.
But those days, and you know, when you were young, I remember, I think it was 1974, 75 when he came to open the council chambers. There was new council chambers that was built. Council Pacific Center. And you know, when you see him for the first time, like Babafuma, and we're part of the entourage, but I started to push and I remember later on, like weeks later, I was narrating the story to my grandmother, again, the cool grandmother.
Yes.
And she said, don't wash this hand.
We some boko. I can take out to push.
That was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so that was Bakaunda.
Yeah.
So this next song is from this band is still around. Very much so. They've won award after award. They've traveled the world. Of course, the different band members have come and gone. And one band member who passed on recently was Waima. I think you remember Akano.
Yes.
Did you ever see his moves?
I think we should have been parad some blue, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Akano. Yeah, I love that thing. You get onto the speaker, the women love that. You know,
listen, I didn't want to say the women.
They would be looking like him, like, okay.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, what's going on in your mind?
But the guys be like, Akano, making us look bad. You know?
If you've seen him, may so rest in peace. If you saw him, you know exactly what we're talking about.
I felt quite sad actually because, you know, on our 20th wedding anniversary,
I remember
he was there,
yes,
performed,
yeah.
and it was so sad. What upset me was somebody was doing in one of the papers, I'm not gonna mention it, and they said he was nicknamed Emma. You know, I remember Emma, like Helen Emma says it's not Emma, you are Emma.
My Emma, yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so here's one for all you Asosa fans, and this one, if you remember this on TV and radio, it was always featuring.
Yachichike mumusumba wa Rwanda walichiwa kwali watu kabini kumano makoria Chirumendo pa next door evident therefore yokupa kakashana akali 12 years old banyi no mukashana lakana liwishiwe nawe ndeko munira ponshira kota chukurobe ompele teni kwanchira Amugaiga teniwale Amugaiga teniwacha Zangile mukabini, banyina bakana, awea uwaite, bawite baswena, ndefaya mulila bo. Kumayangama, bauze, remize, baruite. Amugaiga teniwale, amugaiga teniwale. wakana mayo ana moche
So it's quite actually, you know, when you look at all these discussions that have been going on about early marriages.
Yes.
I mean, that song doesn't do justice.
Doesn't do that. No.
Of course, that's Christian Amai.
Yes.
Back in the day, remember football Fincana, Masapota, Fia is up, Shin, Fia, Misepa, that not to Bashani Shamay. You ready for that song?
Well, clever, be ready. Yeah.
I'm giving you 20 seconds, then we're back to singing the song. 8.2 Phoenix FM is Akale Kesu, old school classic Zed style.
And yes, and back announcing in Bemba, Onyanja.
Okay, so the other thing, remember this song that we're gonna sing two songs.
Yes.
One was quite dodgy.
It's last year.
But there was that boy.
Yes.
Remember quite a little guys talk about you knew who your friends were. Like,
yes.
Then quite they started to buy some later, probably by neighbor. They didn't tell you
who he was. Ali Safia.
But
yes.
So the parents,
yes. Yeah.
You know, but you know, it's like, who is he? And you know, school uniform, you know.
I don't have different from
and then of course, it's only later on that we realize that why you are by some later, and I asked you this, I think it was a few years ago when you're having this discussion. It's okay, why should he look like that if he's in the same house with everybody else? And you, I think if I remember correctly, you blame the women at no, because they got no, because no. But if he's in the house,
yes,
and obviously, I mean, what is coming to everybody must also come to him. Why should it be the woman's fault?
But I think what we need to understand is that obviously Ulianga is something. Don't think there's peace in that bedroom. No, but she's understand negotiate obviously Wamdana. Balena killing so that muntu acceptance that okay number ways. So before that, it's not his fault. But before that comes, ofwale moneka matters less. But first on 10, the first then the power for acceptance, especially on the woman's side, then the outlook ekashita improve. Believe you me.
All the ones, look, it's funny you say that, but I tell you, because all the ones that I remember when we were growing up, they never came out of that mold. But if you're feeling grade 7,
yes.
So anyway, but we loved him because he was daring. He was just like, you know, and you always wanted to be like him, you know. Like, that's the guy.
Yeah.
So he used to sing this song. So we're gonna sing it, right? Buntu, what is that?
Just give me 10 seconds to get myself ready.
What happened to that guy? I'll try and find out, because we had one, like, you know. And if you had to grade 6, grade 7,
grade 3. Yes.
But he's older than
you. Yes. The fiat school is just not good when it comes to school.
I've seen like a plastic bag. Proper bags. I'm a bookcase. Life is bad, man.
Yeah, make it sick.
No, it's not funny.
All right.
So, can we sing?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. I'm ready.
Don't chicken out.
No. I did.
Let's go.
For one good reason.
Well, you're an entertainer, man. You're there. Now, that's what when you come here, you put on a different hat. I mean, it's like me.
Yes.
I put on a different hat.
Yeah.
I'm entertaining.
Absolutely.
So, see you chicken out.
Oh, send to Okay, let me put yeah. Okay.
Let's go. I'm a family. But you just
continue. I put that on. And it's like
he was rebelling.
Yes.
He was rebelling.
I think that I should okay, but relation it's okay. Yeah.
So this next one is more tame.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. If you meet us, And you know those bands.
Yes.
Used to sing that. Now big If you mean nice talk. There was another one. I don't know if you remember this. It depended on who you hated in the neighborhood. Nobody would fit one. So Ngabak fit one. Blaze Mamufito was part of your group.
Yes.
But Mamufito. Gamam Mona Lip, that's this mambo. Blaze you are the femina, blaze you are the femina, blaze you are blaze you are. So it was funny. Next time, if it was someone else,
the same thing. All right, so I'm happy this part.
It's part.
Yes.
You're not in trouble.
No, I'm not. I'm an entertainer. That's the reason I'm here behind this microphone.
My first Tonga word that I knew was Yaumka.
Okay.
You know what that means?
But it's gone.
Gone, yeah.
Yes.
So it was an album from Smoky Hanga.
Okay.
I remember the and basically mean that He was a handsome lad, wasn't he?
He was.
He sang on TV and he wore those yellow outfits. And you watch him and you're like, wow, you know what? I want to be like him.
Yeah.
Fortunately, this CD got to play, so we're going down south.
But don't tap on this.
Right.
para ngombe, malainda para ngombe, malainda para ngombe. Para boy. Para ngombe, malainda 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 para ngombe.
Phoenix 89.5.
24 hours.
And here's another throwback. Your station for classic hip hop.
This is Phoenix FM.
Yo, what's up? This is Will Smith.
Check it out, y'all. This is L Boogie, Lauren Hill.
What's up? This big boy from Outkast.
Cyrus Jackson.
We are.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
Hey, what's up? I'm Eve. What's up? This is Gwen Stefani.
Blow your mind.
Old school makes me feel young.
It's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate.
Well, but they're still playing the old school. That's the reason why we listen to them.
That's the sound of the police. Phoenix 89.5.
Okay, 854. Please, you know where Mwembeshi Earth Station is?
Yes.
But Akale Kesu satellite.
Satellite, yes.
But because the satellite is the thing that moves around.
Yeah.
That is the Earth
Earth
Station.
Station, yes.
Yeah. If you remember the Rumble in the Jungle,
Yeah.
the 1974, George Foreman versus Muhammad
Muhammad
Ali
Ali,
from
yes.
Kinshasa, Zaire. Zambia was one of the very few African countries that managed to watch that event
yes.
live. Yeah. Bantuba, Sova,
Development.
Earth
It's the
Station,
show,
although we
yes.
called it satellite.
Yeah.
And it's interesting when you tell people now, if you remember there was a World Cup qualifier, it was in 1984, I think for the Mexico 86 qualifier, Zambia were playing Algeria. And the first leg was in Algiers, and it was live. You know, it was Damba TV. Nigeria scored one goal, scored another one. Yes, Ashimas, Sigino.
Yeah.
And the thing was, back in the days, because it was, because of time difference.
Yes.
So even on the 19 hours news, there was
No,
nothing. No one knew.
What was happening?
Even the next day, because of the publication, it's called the news now.
They will never print that kind.
No result, nothing. You don't even know how it ended until 19 hours the next day.
Almost
News, and it actually ended 2-0. And then they gave the explanation that the satellite had moved. And that's why the signal just ended at Yari Serashan.
Come on.
Look, there were, of course, now there are a lot of satellites.
Yes.
Yari Serashan. And you laugh today like whoever's playing when, you literally follow.
Yeah.
the results online live. So it's interesting how because the party the result
For 2 days.
2 days.
Almost 2
Yeah.
days.
And it's in Africa. You were waiting at
The 1970s.
No, but this is in the 80s. Remember, this was 19. It was the World Cup qualifier against Algeria, and I remember the return leg. You know, at the airport now.
Yes.
I go back. Algeria for an Amasanda. And people like Mona.
Oh yes, Boots then. Young man.
Of course, you remember the return leg. We threw everything at them. Dennis Dewey was in commentary.
Yes.
And in the, I think 10 minutes before the end of time, they scored.
1-0.
1-0. And Dennis Dewey, she didn't comment and I comment. After they scored, he just said, "Kwasila manje," and he even walked off.
Yes.
But Kanyungu was stand and take off. That's how emotional the man was. So we're gonna play one from one more song.
Yes.
Up there. And then we're gonna go for Celebration Night with Dr. Pelham, and then 9:30 we're gonna come back and continue the last 30 minutes of this
Of the show.
classic show.
Yeah.
We're giving you nothing but Zed classics.